All right, this video is for grade 8 for the review package, the second package, so the short answer review package, and I'm going to go over number 8. So there's a lot of questions in your package that's asking you to write an equation or write an expression. If it does not say that you have to solve the equation, then keep in mind they just want you to tell them what the equation is. So if it says 3 times the sum of a certain number, so when we're talking about a certain number, we're going to make this x, and 5 is equal to twice the number minus 4. So 3 times the sum of a certain number and 5. So if it says the sum of the number and 5, that's x plus 5, and you're doing 3 times that sum. So the whole thing is being multiplied by 3. Okay? And it's saying is equal to twice the number, so 2x minus 4. Okay, we have to be careful of the language here, because if it said 4 less than twice the number or something like that, you have to make sure, you have to be careful with the language. If it says less than, then you would have to switch the numbers around for their order. Okay, so we'll do another one after to be more clear about what that means. But in this case, since they're just asking you for an equation, this would be your answer. I'm gonna solve it because you do have to be able to solve equations on your test, and they would ask you in some questions to reduce this and to solve for what x is. But if they just ask you for the equation, this would be the answer. So in this case, we're going to do a distributive property. So 3 times x plus 3 times 5 is 15 equals 2x minus 4. Okay, so at this point, you're just supposed to collect all of the x's on one side and all of the numbers on the other side, because you're trying to isolate your variable. So I am going to bring the 2 to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 2x here and do 3x minus 2x. So I have 1x left on this side. I'm going to now bring the 15 to the other side. So this becomes negative 15, so that goes away. Negative 4 minus 15 is negative 19. And again, whatever the strategy that you have for this, as long as you know that you're doing the opposite operations on the opposite side. So if you had a plus 15, you have to subtract 15 in order to get rid of that. You subtract it on the other side. Okay, so as long as you're doing opposite operations, you don't have to write it in the same format. Whatever you were doing with your grade 7 class, if you want to continue doing it that way, that's fine. Okay, so in this case, x equals negative 19. But again, since it just said write an equation, this part at the top would have been your answer. So you just leave it like that.